though you were saying there's a lot of problems in neighborhoods.
Yeah, bad neighborhoods, hoods I've grown up in. Everybody's homophobic, bro. It's like everybody's super homophobic. It's not even like regular homophobia. It's like if it was a germ you could catch. You listen to Lil Boosie talk, and you would think that he was talking about it like he's like, how they gonna show that on TV, man? That's gonna, you got little impressionable kids watching that. He's like, it's gonna turn them gay. And I'm like, they're gonna want that. And I'm like, huh? I was like, is that really how it works?
So you want to give us a clean transition to our new topic?
Yeah. Why isn't there a lot of gay rappers in the rap game? Why is it just one or two or like right now actively? Obviously, Queen Latifah was way back in the day, but like right now, how many gay rappers you guys see? Is there a reason why there's not a lot of gay rappers, or is it just because there's not really a lot of great gay rappers?
I mean, I think that the baby told you why there's not a lot of gay rappers with his homophobia and nonsense. That shit is still around. Like it still exists. And actually, I would correct this and say there's not a lot of openly gay rappers. I think
That's crazy.
For sure. There's too many rappers out there for there not to be gay rappers. They just are not letting you know that they're gay. But there's a real issue in like neighborhoods.
Or maybe gay people are just turned off by rap. Like them trying to go into the rap game. There's so much homophobia that they kind of just avoid rap, like hip hop as like a music genre. Sorry. So I just wanted to give another like possible like angle there. But though you were saying there's a lot of problems in neighborhoods.
Yeah, bad neighborhoods, hoods I've grown up in. Everybody's homophobic, bro. It's like everybody's super homophobic. It's not even like regular homophobia. It's like if it was a germ you could catch. You listen to Lil Boosie talk, and you would think that he was talking about it like he's like, how they gonna show that on TV, man? That's gonna, you got little impressionable kids watching that. He's like, it's gonna turn them gay. And I'm like, they're gonna want that. And I'm like, huh? I was like, is that really how it works? You know what I mean? Like,
I think what he's trying to say that it's going to normalize it to a point to where kids now will question their own sexuality, and maybe that's what he doesn't want his kids to go through. Probably, I don't
think that's what he's saying. You're saying is what all the liberals want is show more gay people and give more representation to everybody so that everybody could feel more comfortable in their own skin. That is not what Lil Boosie's saying. Lil Boosie's saying...
No, Lil Boosie, he doesn't want that. That's why he doesn't want it on the TV. No, he doesn't want it normalized.
Lil Boosie's saying is that gay is contagious.
That it's a disease.
And that
like
Yes.
coronavirus?
Yes.
Like coronavirus. And if you're exposed to gayness, you yourself may become gay.
Well, it's because...
That's what Lil Boosie's saying.
It's because these idiots don't think that they think it's a choice. They don't think that it is an actual sexuality. They think it's a choice, and they think that it is just made by being confused, basically. Because they're idiots.
Then you have Clifford Harris, the hymen checker, coming out to defend the baby as well, talking about why are rappers held to such a high standard? Like why are we? He says white people can say the N-word on the rap songs, nobody gets mad at them. We say something about gay people, and now we get held to such a high standard. I'm like, nah, dude, shouldn't you be off checking your daughter's hymen? Like
that's
making sure she's she's not fucking. Yo, that shit is true.
So we don't encourage. Doe's not encouraging dads checking their hymens.
No, I'm just
saying.
saying.
T.I. is Calvin Harris, and he's famous for being a good rapper, but he's also gotten a lot of flack over his opinions that he checks his daughter's hymen regularly to make sure that she's still a virgin.
It's fucking disgusting, dude.
It's weird.
That's so
fucking
creepiest,
creepiest,
wild,
abusive, fucking I don't know that shit. I don't even know how you check a hymen. I mean,
I think
No,
he
you
has
have
a
to go to
doctor check or something, is
the-
what he said
I
in the
see.
interview.
So he doesn't check the hymen. All right. 'Cause I was like, that's fucking. I mean, it doesn't make it much better, but it's a little bit better. I just imagine Ti like fucking peeling back fucking his daughter's shit.
I would have been impressed that he found the time to actually go to school and learn how to do that shit professionally.
No, and if they go to the OBGYN and he asks, he's always in the OBGYN with them. And
I
he
mean,
asked the doctor to tell him.
That's just crazy, right? It's crazy that he's doing it, but I'm just saying, like, he took the time and money to go learn to do it so he could check his daughter randomly. That's wild, but that's crazy. Like, it's just like, okay, you learned a craft just to be a spy in your daughter's vagina. Shit's wild, but okay. I ain't gonna do that to my kid.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
It's
that's
abusive as
terrible.
fuck.
But yeah, the baby's comments were fucking so. But he's been saying shit like that. Look, you see it in Pop Smoke music, you see it in the baby's music. Just a lot of homophobia, and it's just
Pop Smoke's music.
Yeah, I don't fuck with these niggas because these niggas is gay.
Well, I don't think he was saying it
Sucking
sexually. I
all
think
on yeah, I mean,
oh, he was saying it sexually. Like,
yeah.
okay. I thought he was saying like how, like, oh, you like whatever.
Like
Tony's
you,
out here just
like
having
you,
all
like,
the beautiful reasons why people are homophobic.
like
No,
are you
beautiful.
saying like he was using it as a pejorative, like it like he meant it was like dumb or bad or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that's still homophobia, bud. Like
Yeah.
that's still not.
No, yeah, I mean,
yeah,
maybe,
I think
maybe
it's not in the
not. I
same. I think
It
not.
is.
it's not the same camp.
It's not the same level of saying that like you should stone people for being different than you, but it's adjacent, and it's still not some shit that we should support.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I think there's levels though. Like I know people that have used the word gay as a pejorative and have been totally cool with gay people, even though that's like ignorant as fuck in the sense that like I don't know how you could like. My view would be I don't know how you reconcile those two positions, right? But using gay as a pejorative doesn't necessarily mean that you're hateful towards gay. It does mean that you still exhibit some form of homophobia for sure. As for hip hop, though, I think Dowie is pretty close to on the mark. I feel like it's the neighborhoods. Like we grow up in these neighborhoods, and the homophobia is rampant. Like in so many facets of like you got people out here who just straight up hate gay people. Everybody be using gay and the F slur as pejoratives. You have people acting like gayness is contagious. Like they don't like if a gay dude even looks or touches someone, they run away. Like if it's like I guess like if they could catch it or something. It's ridiculous.
Is there some insecurity there? Is there like you think that like if you get kissed by a man suddenly you become gay? It's
oh no, 100. It's there's so much insecurity. There's so much insecurity that like for a long time like everybody would say things like no homo. Like you would make a comment like
Pause.
or it'll be pause or no homo. Pause and no homo interchangeable. When you hear someone talking and they'll say something like I'm
gonna stick that in. They'll be like, "Hey yo, pause."
Or like
what do
yeah,
you, like,
ayo, like ayo is also
like if
I'll
you
sit on
say
that shit.
if you make any comment that could in any way be understood as doing like a thing that like a gay thing, I guess you would say pause, like to say like hold up, let's make sure we understand what we're talking about. You ain't saying like gay shit, right? Like that's like what the meaning behind that is, right? I personally think all this shit stems from religion. I think like if you look at the people that live in the hood is mostly Black and Hispanic people, and they're like the most religious. They're some of the most religious people. Is like you got Black people are like super Christian, Like almost everybody, all my black friends growing up, all Christian, all Christian. And then if you're Hispanic, you're Catholic. Like, and obviously, the religious texts say that being gay is bad. So I think a lot of people grow up. I think those communities have there's a lot of homophobia in there, and then I think it then even comes outside of religion, in that like it just becomes a part of those cultures. Like, so it's like there's not an immediate connection to like religious, like I don't know what the word is, but there's not an immediate connection to the religion. It's more just like we just don't like gay people, and that's like ultimately what it comes down to. And I'm not saying that's the case for everybody, because like I'm from the hood and I don't feel that way, but growing up I felt that way. Like I had homophobic tendencies growing up, just because that was what normal was, unfortunately.
There was this there was really fucked up news story that and I saw it on like either on Twitter or on Instagram, and it was a family in Atlanta, Georgia. All of them got arrested, but their 8-year-old son came out as gay, and they shaved his head bald, and they like were hitting him in the video. And the guy was like, "Nah, my son's not gonna be gay. My son ain't gonna be gay. He's not gay." And they literally were torturing a child for coming out. And they all the CPS, they got the kid, they got the kid out the house. All the people that were in the video got charged. That shit is unacceptable, bro. That shit is fucking unacceptable to me. I draw the line there. Like, I really draw the line there. Like if you're a homophobic, it's like you being a thief. If you're a thief, I'm staying far away from you. If I see that you just like taking shit and you're stealing shit, I don't like being around people like that. And I draw the line there. I do not fuck with thieves, and I don't fuck with people who are overly homophobic. That shit is not cool to me. That shit is weird. That shit is weird that you have an over obsession, and people who don't want to get vaccinated. Fuck all those people. You know what I mean? Fuck those.
Do we think it's weird that like the roots of hip hop was like this like culture subversion, like protest music and like social life issues kind of music?
Yes.
And that it's not that group is not accepting of another like marginalized community? Because that's what weirds me out, is like, gay people, LGBTQ people are also a marginalized group. So you think that like a music movement that tends to cover issues that are overlooked by some of mainstream culture would embrace another fellow marginalized group.
I've met gay racist white men and gay racist white women. Mm-hmm. There are definitely white people who are gay that do not click. Like, it's weird.
That's weird. That's fair. I think that's a different topic than like the I don't know. I'm just curious what y'all's take is, because I feel like in theory the two should mesh, like hip hop and gay culture should mesh, because it's marginalized groups and it's using their music and their lyrical ability to express social
Even
justice issues. I don't think that's all of hip hop, obviously, but that's a lot of what the roots of hip hop started as, right? Mm-hmm. Or is my understanding of the history wrong?
I mean, you also have like go-go music in Detroit, and you have house music, and like all these things derived from like hip hop and like the sound, and all those things are very gay as well. Like, there's a lot of gay elements attached. That's where like voguing comes from and stuff like that. Voguing is really cool. If you've ever seen somebody vogue and they know how to do it, that shit is impressive. They be tossing themselves on the floor. I've never seen a more strategized fall. I'm like, wow, this shit looks crazy. It's impressive. I've embraced a lot. I have a lot of gay friends now. I could actually say that. Like, I have more than 5. So I feel like that's a lot. for me, because I've never had any gay friends in my life. And these are some very beautiful people, man. You always find assholes. I've met gay assholes. You find assholes in everything, but like,
Yeah, they're not mutually exclusive.
yeah.
But I did find it interesting because the go-go stuff, the house stuff, um, it's not like from hip hop and at all, but it comes from the same communities, like Black and Hispanic people. Basically, a lot of the gay, really a lot of like the LGBTQ sayings, the mannerisms, and even the like acceptance in a sense. Like today, a lot of that derives from like the the LGBT movements in the Black and Hispanic communities in like the 80s and the early 90s and stuff. Um, so I mean, it's the same communities, but to your question, I don't know. I do find that weird that like I would think, right, that being a part of a marginalized group would give you empathy towards other marginalized groups. Like you have a lived experience that other people have, like you can empathize with that and say that's also wrong. Like we should try to right that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't seem to be the case. Like I don't know. It Yeah, I don't know. I've just seen it so much. Like Doey says, like to your point is that you could be, a Black or Hispanic person that is homophobic, even though you're both part of marginalized groups. And like Doey says, you could be a gay, a white person who's gay and racist. It's like, yeah, as a gay person, like you also know that being a part of a marginalized group sucks, but you're also just gonna hate some. You're also gonna marginalize another group, right? Like, I don't know. All throughout history, this has happened. Like, like Italians, for example, right? Like, I'm not like back in the day, like the 1800s, early like the 1800 time period when everybody was coming to America and shit like that. A lot of Italians came and they lived in New York City. A lot of the white people that lived there at the time, like OG colonists, that came from like England and the Dutch and shit like that, they hated Italians. Like they looked at Italians as like lesser than, right? These are white people just hating on white people, right? Now we think of them all as white, but back in the day they were like, nah, they're Italian, they ain't white, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once the Italian people were kind of accepted in a sense, and the Irish started coming, the Italian people hated the Irish people, and it's just like you were marginalized. Now it's like logically I'm with you, but just historically, it's just people don't tend to think of it that way. Like to have that empathy and that like I have this shitty lived experience. The logic is you wouldn't want other people to have that shitty lived experience, but they go ahead and marginalize other groups for this, not the same reasons, but for similar reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
The reason why I laughed earlier when you were talking, Pooch, is because I just played that Dave Chappelle skit in my head. The black racist, like he was blind, black racist, blind. What's his name? Clixton or Clixton?
Yeah, Clixton, some Hughes.
Yeah, he
like
was.
that.
He would say he would think he was white when he was blind black man in the KKK. He wrote books. These guys worshipped him like he was a fucking.
He divorced his white wife because she had a black husband.
Mm-hmm.
In that skit.
It's fucking wild. Yo, Dave Chappelle's the man. That man's hilarious. But I think the reason why there's not a lot of gay rappers is because once I think the community of rap or somebody who's running the rap game knows that that person is gay or something, they probably put up walls to stop them. So maybe the gay rappers just kind of get their foot in and then they come out. Like, because at first no one knew Lil Nas X was gay. You know what I mean? When he dropped that whole Old Country Road and shit with Billy Cyrus, like no one knew he was gay. And then like not even like I swear 2 months later after that shit dropped and it was hot and famous, things started coming out. Oh, he's gay or this or that. And then he was just like, he said, yeah, so what? I'm gonna make hits and I'm gonna keep doing it. Then he started dropping, you know, he came out fully, you know, and I have no problem with that. I think, you know, love whoever you want to love, be what you want to be. But I think sometimes you have to kind of hide it to make the money, I guess, or get into the rap game. Because, you know, if he came out saying that he was gay and he became a rapper, do you think he would have been as big as he is now? Like, it's kind of, you know, shitty to say, but I don't think he would have. I think there would have been some type of wall barriers or something that someone would have prevented him to do it.
I mean, you're talking about the way it is rather than like the way it should be, and you're right. Like it probably would have negatively affected his career, honestly, which is bullshit.
You had like 1 billion white kids all over. Obviously, there's not 1 billion people in America, but you had every fucking white kid in America bumping Old Town Road. And all the kids were bumping that shit. But you telling me if that dude was gay, all them Christian people would have been like, hell nah, we ain't bumping this gay shit. Like, they would have fucking hated the living fuck out of this guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It's just a fact of life and sorry, I'm not saying just white people. I'm just saying a lot of like religious groups. I know a lot of Hispanic people, a lot of black families. Like if they just straight up knew that Lil Nas X was gay when that song dropped, they're not letting the kids listen to that shit.
Yeah.
Like, and yeah, it's a shame. Like it's just a fact of life. But like Tony's saying and Mateo was saying, it's just another form of like code switching. Like when you go out into the world, you need to put on this facade of who you really are so that certain doors don't close on you. You know what I'm saying? So like there's ways that I speak in my personal life that would be unacceptable when I go to work. And I don't talk that way at work and I don't act that way at work, even though it more closely resembles who I am. But I need to be this other person. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to eat and feed my family the same way, you know? And it's...
Put your business suit on. That's all it is you got your job suit and then you got your regular suit. Unfortunately for me, I'm lucky enough that my job, what I work in, I don't have to wear suits like that. I think once I get that promotion and become in like manager skills, then I have to wear a suit. But other than that,
you're talking a metaphorical suit, right?
Yeah, not a physical fucking suit.
You know, I'm picturing you over here doing like your mechanic work in a suit. I was like, seems like a bad
suit.
call, bud.
I'm in the wrong line of business.
Yeah, it's just a shame. Like, you know, people look at people with like dreads and they'll be like, oh, that person is like
gangbanger, drug dealer,
or just even just dirty. Like people look at dreads as like dirtiness.
Although, you know, it's funny, back in the days with black people having dreads, there were, you know, people look at it like that. But when a white person had dreads, he was like a beach bum and it had a bajo. Like that was one thing that I know a bunch of people were saying, like, oh, that white kid has dreads, that shit's gotta stink. Like that, there was like a stigma that people put on him. It was like, oh, this man definitely smells. He's gotta be always in the beach or smelling like dirty water or some shit. And I was just like, or maybe he just wants dreads. Like the fuck, like it's nothing. To me, dreads is a hairstyle. There's some of them that are weird. Like they got like well, it's not weird. It's just, I guess I don't understand it, but it's a flow. It's the thick ones. They got like one big thick. What's it called?
Spot 'em got 'em.
Spot 'em got 'em.
Spot 'em
got 'em. But,
yeah.
But I've seen it way before him.
It's a Florida thing. It's like a real aggressive, like it's, and I really only see people in Florida doing that, like the Kodak stuff. Like that's a very Florida thing.
You're just gonna have 5 dreads on your head.
Yeah,
it's like 5
Those shits
dreads.
are fucking massive. Like, yeah, that shit. It looks strange, but it's because it's uncommon.
Yeah, it's like a very aggressive look. Like
just like the Texas shit. Them boys got the rat tail thing.
Yeah,
Mexicans been doing it for a minute.
Crazy.
But they got it to where they get a fro and then they go it down to a Caesar and then the fro's in the bottom back half. I'm like,
yeah,
okay,
it looks so weird, but that's like a Texas thing.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen that.
It's crazy.
I know when
I remember Roy Jones had a haircut like that. I never understood that shit.
Really?
Just like a fucking strip of hair on the back of your head, even though you have like a totally like a Caesar, or like you're bald or some shit like that.
Tony's not in the Zencaster.
He hasn't been. Come on though. He's on. It hasn't worked for weeks.
He's in
Oh,
Audacity.
my bad. Sorry.
Um,
I was looking up the haircuts.
yeah, but yeah.
I
don't know.
I
was making a point about how certain hairdos and are just considered dirty, and like certain clothing is considered dirty or looked down upon. I find it strange, like how we've all settled on like a suit is like when you see someone wearing a suit, you're like, damn, that dude's well
People
dressed.
treat you different when you're in a suit. It's crazy, bro. Just people in general. Just put on a suit and go out. People will treat you differently.
So
I've dropped the link in the general text to the hairstyle.
Another Google search.
Yes.
So I will say I would actually, I think it'd be cool to see some more like openly gay artists in like the hip hop space. I think it'd be cool to see like what they come up with.
You know what's really cool in Brazil? They make Brazilian rap and hip hop, and everybody names themselves MC Carlo, MC this, MC that.
Really?
Yeah, it's really cool. Bro, their representation in Brazil is fucking incredible because they'll make rap music videos. Not only will they have gay rappers, but they'll have women and men shaking their ass in the video, but the men be throwing it back harder than the women be throwing it back. I say, God damn, that nigga's shaking his ass.
Yeah.
Yo, it's awesome, bro. I suggest everybody go look up Brazilian rap and stuff.
Even
like
Dominicans,
that.
like in Dominican Republic, those
No,
rappers. There's a lot of them.
Do not.
What? There's a lot of music videos of Dominican rappers that are gay, and they're singing and dancing and shaking their ass. What are you talking about? No, they're not.
I don't think it's a lot. I think there's a few.
I've seen it,
and I think half of that shit is just them kind of. It's all like in fun and like making fun of, like just for comedy, because a lot of Dominican music is for comedy.
So they're just making fun of gay people.
No, they're doing it because they know that people would laugh. Like even like Doey finding this thing so humorous and so like interesting is because it's just different. It's so different that people are going to be entertained by a man shaking his ass in a video is funny because it's like it's so
it's the
not
shock
common
value.
to see that people there's a comedic element to it. Should it be funny? Probably not. Like, but I think it's funny. It kind of stems from some homophobia that, like, seeing a man shake his ass is you're either watching it because you like watching men shake their ass, which is then
I can't believe you called me homophobic for listening to gay hip hop.
I don't think I called you homophobic.
He didn't call you that.
Yeah, you said that I find it funny because I'm homophobic, and I like it because I'm homophobic.
I didn't say that, but
yo, pop my booty like a willy, nigga. I'm for really, nigga. We
So
in the hood taking booty pics.
Doey loves listening to this. It's like parody hip hop, and they just say nonstop the dirtiest, nastiest, like gay shit. Like, and it has nothing to do with being gay. Like, it's part of that music. Like they could be talking about straight sex. They're just talking about like just nonstop. Every single lyric, every single bar is about penetrating something or doing some type of sexual act.
Is it?
And on top of that, it's all about doing it like, man on man, because again, it's funny. Why is it funny? Because it's uncommon and people are homophobic. People didn't grow up with this type of shit, so it's like there's a comedic element to it. I can't imagine another like reason why it would be funny.
Is it made by gay artists, or is it
for me?
No.
This shit is disrespectful.
The reason why it's funny is because he's taking super aggressive gangsta music and like flipping it.
Yeah,
because
this shit is a form of disrespect to the gay community, I think. Because all you're doing is pop my willy like a booty now. Like, that's just, you're making fun of gay people or the community.
He says in New York, my niggas don't suck one cock, they suck the whole block.
This shit, and you love listening to it. This is some hateful shit.
I would have to look into it, but it sounds like it might be problematic, honestly, bud. Like,
I mean, I think it's definitely there's a part of it that's definitely problematic. I don't think that it's making fun of gay people. It's the intent is that anybody who like grew up in like an area where like how we did, right, where being gay was a terrible thing growing up. Like anybody who grew up like that would find that music hilarious. They'll be like, "What the fuck?" and they'll turn it off, or they'll just laugh hysterically.
It sounds kind of
like,
like,
why you got like in South Park, a Big Gay Out track, right, where all he's talking about is a bunch of just doing gay acts. They dropped that "Back That Ass Up," right, where Big Gay Al is the one talking about men backing their ass up.
Yeah.
A lot of people liked it and found it hilarious because picturing men shaking their ass is hilarious. Why is it hilarious? It's because we have some ingrained homophobia in ourselves.
Yeah. It's crazy.
All stemming from the church once again.
Yeah. So no, Doya, I'm not saying that you are homophobic. It's loaded as fuck to call someone homophobic.
You're
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there is some homophobia still. I mean, I grew up homophobic. I grew up a Catholic, like, so I had negative views about gay people, right?
Dude.
I don't feel that way anymore, and I don't think I've ever done anything that I could recall that's like,
over the line.
I've never done anything to a gay person or anything like that.
You've never done anything you would consider unforgivable,
right? But yeah, I mean, I had fucked up views for a while. You know what I'm saying?